Welcome everyone to today's stream. Still getting set up here. I decided to just go scroll around Instagram until the stream started, and then I didn't realize the stream would be at the start, so yeah. Chat open on my phone, and we'll get going with the actual sorting in like a couple of minutes. Cool. Alright. So how's everyone doing today? I am doing well. Had a fun chat with Nolarg Studios last night while building a custom homing spider droid. Although I didn't have all pieces to build it, so it's kind of in shambles, but it works. What else did I do yesterday? Was that yesterday? I put a bunch of my Geonosians and Death Watch Mandalorians on a base plate to put on my shelf because they're just an empty spot. And now that spot looks a lot better with stuff in it. What else did I do yesterday? Not a whole lot, at least Lego wise, happened yesterday. Although I did, hey, welcome to the stream, but I did release and I got approved. I got the email early this morning. My TIE Big Gun and TIE Booster are now available on Rebrickable. The TIE Booster, so what I was planning on doing for those, it was just releasing like the booster part of it. Because I somewhat felt like the whole fighter together wasn't necessarily enough to be a mock, but the booster itself was. I designed that booster. But apparently Rebrickable has like a part limit. You have to have a certain amount of parts in your mock in order for it to be eligible for being a premium mock, so you have to buy the instructions. So apparently my booster did not have enough parts in it, so I had to go back and fix it so it would actually just sell the whole fighter with it, which is fine, because my main concern was what would happen if I sold the fighter, then I sold another TIE fighter that's pretty similar, but that one was like free or whatever, so I'd be like essentially giving away the design for free. But what I've ended up doing is just making sure that all the things that are pretty similar or related in that way, they're all going to be about the same price. So no matter what, someone still has to pay for the design, and then they can go ahead and modify however they need, I guess. Oh, today's drink is literally just water, because I'm all out of my fancy splash waters. Or, that's not sure, I do have a couple more, I just forgot about them. Alright, let me grab this container and let's get started with the sword. What is this? Oh. I don't know how many of you guys were around when I was building that Hellfire droid mock around. But I have some of my quote-unquote failed missiles in this bag because the way I designed these missiles is not great, and the cone pieces like to get stuck on the Fookfire missile pieces. I need to, if I ever do get back to that Hellfire droid, I'm definitely redesigning those missiles to use different pieces. Because otherwise, because I have a ton of pieces in this bag that I just can't use in other ways because of that. I could probably still use these as missiles if I wanted to, but I just haven't yet. So this bag, actually, I'll just throw in that corner. But yeah, we're gonna go through this super Technic heavy box. It's for. Oh, OBS is being dumb again. No. I don't know why it's having its issues. I still haven't updated it. That's probably why. If I actually remember, I will do that after the stream today, because it's annoying. At least on my end. I don't know how it is for you all, chat, but It's just annoying to get this random notification of, hey, your OBS is cracked or has disconnected. I'm like, oh no. But why? But yeah, my custom designs and stuff, the homing spider droid, the TCS one I've showcased in the Discord, the design pretty much works. I need to make adjustments to the actual instructions, and I will make, when that happens to stream buffers. Yeah, I figured. That's what it happens on my end too. So it's annoying. But there's not anything I can really do about it right now because I'm obviously streaming at the moment. But I can fix it, hopefully fix it after the stream's over. But yeah, my TCS homing spider droid design works. I just need to tweak the instructions and tweak a few elements of the actual design. With the way it's currently built, I'm relying heavily on a couple of pieces that I feel like at this point I shouldn't be relying on to hold everything together. Excuse me. So I'm gonna try to make it so more pieces are utilized in holding everything together than just like those four to 8 pieces. The nice thing is, so far, most of these Technic pieces are like pins and stuff, and those I can sort away. Oh, I don't know if I'll spend time on stream doing it, but I realized also yesterday while prototyping out my spider droid, some of my axle containers are all messed up. But now that I have a couple of extra drawers available, I should definitely use those and sort out my axles, my Technic axles and stuff, because I think my like size 8s and size 10s and stuff are all together, and that's slightly annoying to try and get a specific size. Like yesterday, I think I was trying to get size 8s and I ended up grabbing a ton of size 10s. I also learned yesterday I apparently don't have any size 11 lift arm pieces. I have 9s and I have 13s, but I don't have 11s. I don't know if that's just because 11s are actually hard to find, hard to get from sets over the course of the 2000s, but yeah, I have 0. I also learned yesterday while doing the TCS TCS spider droid that I have pieces used in that design that I don't actually have in those colors. I have the pieces, like the dish pieces and whatever, but apparently I don't have them in the colors that I thought I did. Oh, I almost made 2 piles already. Wow. Oh, and I did it again too. That's what I get for rambling. Let's see what else is going on. I have a couple of other of those, actually pretty much all of the experimental M series TIE fighters I have done. I've only really worked on the big gun and the booster because I prototyped out the booster and learned that one worked. The big gun is a TIE design that I didn't need to prototyped out because there's not a whole lot going on with it. There is, I think it's the M3 is the TIE Interceptor variant. That one is also close to being done. I probably need to just rework the instructions, and I also, what I remember of it, I need to rework the guns that it has, because I'm not a huge fan of how they turned out. There's also, I think, only the M4. Oh no, I also have the M1, but that one's really close to being done. I just have to prototype a kamikaze TIE bomber robot. Or not even a robot, it's a remote controlled kamikaze TIE bomber. So imagine a TIE bomber, it only has one pod and it's remote control. Okay, it looks looks like OBS is having struggles again. That's fantastic, I guess. Yeah. So of all of the M series variants, the Thai Bomber M4 is actually my favorite. Not for its purpose, but I like how it looks. But those are, because there's only I think 5 in the series, in this M series. So I'm really close to being done with those. And there's a bunch of the other TIE Fighter variants. And then I also started working on Lambda Shuttle variants, Lambda class shuttle variants. So I got my modified Lambda that I use as a basis. I got a modified Sentinel for a basis. What else do I have? I started working on the Yi 4 gunship. That one still needs some work because it's actually a lot wider than I thought compared to the Lambda set. And I'm not a huge fan with how the wings are. Plus, if I prototype it out, I have to build it a stand. Because of the way its wing configuration is, it cannot stand on its own. And there's no images of it ever landing, so I have no idea what the landing gear look like, if it even has any. So, a lot of issues with that one. I also, what other one did I work on? I also worked on the T-Wing, one of the T-Wing designs, but there was another Lambda shuttle that I was working on. I don't remember what that one was called though. But there, yeah, so I got a lot of designs in the works. I'm just starting to get, I'm getting back around to making sure they work with my prototypes and stuff. Oh, as far as YouTube content is concerned, I still have my work in progress of the week video to do. I was a little lazy last week, didn't get around to editing it, so it's gonna be this week's video. This week's typical video. I just have to sit down and get it edited. I do have a video coming out this Saturday already. It's the continuation of the Toy Shop review series. I have it and the final episode of that series uploaded and ready to go. So that whole series is complete. Hopefully it makes sense with the stuff that I talk about in those videos. Okay, I know I dropped the Technic pin. Where did it go? Okay, that one's gone forever, I guess. I swear I dropped it and went in my lap, but it's gone now, so that is a shame. What else do I have going on? I opened up, I had the Dark Trooper set. I forget the actual name of that set, but I opened that up and just built all the figures out of it. I didn't build the hallway because I wasn't sure what to do with it. I don't really have space in this room for a display set anymore. I really only have room for minifigures and then my mocks. And I only have room for the mocks because I, at some point, go back and I disassemble them for parts for other stuff. So having just a display thing chilling around doesn't really make sense in this room. Although I do still have my Cantina Band mock chilling. Although I did took figures off, and I think I took a couple pieces off of it. But that one's still chilling around. Mainly because I want to rebuild it in studio to have it, because I really liked how it turned out. Just haven't rebuilt it yet. Same with the AAT and the TCW Snell Tank I showcased in that first work in progress video. I have not gone back to designing those digitally yet. Oh, the other thing I was going to work on yesterday, but I just ended up being too tired to get to. I was gonna prototype out a another AAT design, but like I said, I got it was like kind of late at night, so I ran out of energy for that one. I got, I think, like a quarter of it set aside. I just gotta get the remaining parts. It's a modified 1999 AAT set to make it feel more modern, but still utilize pieces that were only available in the well, supposedly available in the day. I'm not as strict with certain colors as I probably should be when it comes to that stuff for my classic designs. I'm pretty sure there's been a couple of times in my designs that I'm using parts that did not exist then. For instance, if anyone's in the Discord, if you're not, you should go join the Discord. I think just yesterday I showed off that modified A-wing design. Almost all of, well, actually that's not true. I don't know about all the dark red pieces. Of all the pieces that I'm actually aware of existing, they do exist during the time frame that set was released and available for purchase directly from LEGO. However, there is one piece that I know for a fact wasn't, and it's like the back cover behind the pilot's window, and I ended up just having that piece because it fit the best and it was in the right color compared to the original piece that LEGO used there. And I did that because I wanted the right color. So stuff like that I usually just like chalk up and just say like, oh, if LEGO had designed their set differently, they probably would have used this piece or something like that. So some of my designs are not strictly 100%. Oh, these are all pieces that existed in that time. Sometimes I'm using more modern pieces and just saying they probably would, if they had designed it differently, they would have done this. The A-wing is the one that comes to mind immediately when I think of stuff that I've had to do that for. I think the AAT set that I was just talking about a little bit ago might also have that same thing with it. The homing spider droid design might actually have the same thing with it too. Hey, welcome to the stream, Coconut. Yeah. Yeah. My Thursday streams are kind of early in the morning. I do a family thing around like noon, so if I want to stream on Thursdays, it's either stream now or stream in the evening, and I don't want to stream in the evenings. At least not in the week. Maybe on the weekend I might stream in the evenings, who knows. Well, we're going to stream Coconut. Oh, that is a different time. How many clones did you end up decaling on your stream the other day, Coconut? Was it like 3 or 4? I was there, but I was mainly working. I was doing other stuff while watching. Ah, there's something in my eye. And it won't budge. Ah, there we go. Yeah, right now we're just sorting out a lot of Technic. That's mostly what's in this box. Was it not yesterday? Whenever you were decaling those clone shock troopers, I don't remember if that was yesterday or Tuesday. My memory is already going to waste. Wow. Yeah, whenever you were decaling those clone shock troopers, how many did you end up decaling? There are a lot of Technic pins on this table that I'm so glad I actually left their bags out, because it would be a pain to try to sort them later. Although I probably should separate those now. But I just don't feel like it. Hey, welcome to the stream, Joshua. How are you doing today? I forgot to update it again, so I will hopefully remember to update it after today's stream to make sure that it hopefully doesn't have this issue anymore. I did actually remember to change my little microphone icon from being red to green, so that's that. Were those not shock troopers then you were decaling this week, Coconut? I thought they were. All I remember is seeing you were oh wait, no, those were Anaxis troopers. That's right. Wow, why did I think those were shock troopers? But yeah, how many of those Anaxis troopers did you end up decaling? For some reason in my brain I just got I just got red and dark red mixed up. I was like, shock trooper, but no, Anaxis troopers. You did 2 of them? Nice. I like the Anaxis trooper design, they're pretty nice. Too bad they only showed up like twice. They're pretty cool. I think currently the general assumption about them is they're part of the 91st because they're working with Mace. But obviously in the episodes they're in, they don't actually mention any unit number for them. So, Anaxis troopers. What cracks me up is every time I see the scene of when they're in the gunship though, there's that one clone who has his neck like fully extended forward. Makes me laugh every time I see that scene. Cause it's like, bro, put your neck back. You don't need to lean forward that much. Anyone know what set these wheels are from? I got these secondhand. I want to say they're from one of the clone turbo tank sets, but I'm unsure. I like them. I will probably use these either as wheels or as details for something, but anyone know what they're from? Hopefully my camera is not poor enough to where you're not able to identify what that is. Someday I'll update the someday I'll upgrade the camera. Oh, and it should have reconnected. That's so weird. It's a weird thing it's doing. Oh, I forgot this little like grabber thing that I made a while ago. It has one of these like squishy pieces on it. Which I never did actually find the second one that I needed for the design to work, so it's a good thing I'm disassembling this now. Oh, there's random flame pieces in this too. I think those go in there. Guess I'll find out later. Oh. Wait, no. This was almost one of the pieces I needed for yesterday. Although I needed a 1x2 with studs on both sides. But oh well. I will need that piece if I actually have to prototype out my Hellfire droid. Gotta love that, like, no one ever makes the wheels for the Hellfire droids. Ever. They always have to be custom made, no matter what, because LEGO just doesn't care about them, I guess. I guess I could do the actual thing that LEGO does with their Hellfire droids and just use a dish piece. Although for that TCS design, there's not really space for a dish piece. It has to kind of be a hollow ring in order to actually fit. I guess I could fake it using a bunch of hinge plates again. but I want it to be able to roll. I want it to actually work. The pain of building Hellfire droids. Anyone in chat working on anything cool? Obviously, I know what Coconut's working on, but anyone else working on anything cool? Do I not have file? No, I do have file for this. So this box that you can barely see, I got it secondhand because it had an ARC 170 in it. And I just keep staring at it because it says it had 32 out of the 65 parts for the set. But the one I have, I think is only missing one part. So I can't remember if I just went out and bought a bunch of parts or I just had all the parts. Except for the one that I'm missing. I don't remember. But I really like that ARC 170. It's the 2005-6 one. The one that comes with the open visor pilots. I like it. It's really nice. School stuff. Gross. I'll have to start doing school stuff here soon. Next semester of college is starting up sooner than I want. Need to start getting more prepared than what I already am for it. Nice, Minecraft is always a good choice. I forgot this container had remnants of some dwarf spider droid designs I was working on. Burke Bulbasaur in the Discord showed me a concept art of a dwarf spider droid variant, and I tried to build it. I first tried to build it using physical bricks, and I ended up with the design I just hated. So then I finally got back around to making it digitally, and I was able to come up with a much better design. I guess speaking of that, I should actually keep what I just got out of this container put together, because I'm gonna need this for whenever I design a couple of other things. So actually, yeah, I'll put that aside. I should keep that. Oh, that's right. I also have all these, like... Oh, where did the other pieces for this go? Maybe I should keep this together as well. Because I might... Well, no, I don't necessarily need to do that, because I have these, like, minifigure-ish droids that you build in the different sets. Like, I got the black medical droid from that transformation set from a couple of years ago. I rebuilt it in Studio because I thought it was a decent design and I could just color swap it for other stuff, but... Huh. Do I keep it together or do I disassemble it? I guess I'll just put it off to the side for now since I'm indecisive about it. I think pretty much everything else that's in this container though is good to be disassembled and sorted out though. If, of course, I put them in the right piles. Okay, that's a new piece, I guess. Nice. That one goes there, but that one doesn't. Oh. Oh, that is a different piece. Okay, that goes up there then. This can go there. These are all... I guess not actually... No, they're not all minifigure related. So I need to split this up more than I want to. Have any of you seen the leaked Season 3 Mandalorian trailer. This is interesting music. You know, it's funny, since you two are talking about Minecraft, all I can think about is Minecraft while hearing this song in the background. But yeah, have any of you guys seen the leaked trailer? I haven't. I want to wait till an official trailer releases. What I heard, it's interesting. I did see I saw a thumbnail of the trailer and got spoiled a little bit in that way, I guess, because of the characters you can see in the thumbnail. But other than that, I have not seen it. Oh, apparently I put this couple parts off to the side for some reason. Like, I got distracted talking and I put it down and I forgot about it. That's another 13. Do I not have any 11s? Okay. Guess that's what I get for building something digitally without double checking what I actually own. Did you not like Kenobi? I take it, Joshua? I liked Kenobi. I thought it was okay. I still need to actually sit down and watch parts 5 and 6. But I already know enough about what happens that it's not like I'll be spoiled if we talk about it. But I liked it so far. I mean, I still have my issue. I still have the issue with the Grand Inquisitor just not looking like the Grand Inquisitor. And lightsabers not necessarily working as intended for some reason. But other than that, I thought story-wise it was fine. I feel like I've already messed up on a few of these piles, but I can't see if there's any that need to be combined or not. So I guess I'm still good. I guess everything's still working out. Everything's coming up Millhouse. The thing I've disliked most about Kenobi is actually just the Lego set so far. Like, the Inquisitor ship, okay, that one looks cool, but the Darth Vader versus Kenobi one, that one's kinda dumb. Should have just been called Leia and Rava. I don't know. So far, all the things I've seen so far that have been called plot holes are actually explainable. But yeah. I do find it interesting that pretty much the whole plot revolves around trying to save Leia. I was kind of hoping after part 3 that they would have rescued her and then it would have switched to something else, but oh well. Oh, I do have parts in multiple spots. Okay, fix that. Magic man. Magic. Oh, that's right. I have this in here too. Okay. Oh, what is this? I have no idea. Okay. Gotta love when you just go through some unsorted container of Lego that you've got, and you're like, what is this? When did I get this? Why do I have this? A lot of this questions of like, why? Where? And how? Oh yeah, I don't know if I've ever shown this off. I have them in here. You know how in TCW they have the elongated gonk droids? Well, I made one at some point. I think they're called plunk droids because of the sound they make, right? I made one. I think it's okay. I made it without looking at any source material though, so I'm just like, all I could remember is elong. I thought that scene was weird, yeah. Of like, how are these grown adults running so slow? Beautiful. Huh? What episode they in? I think they show up. The one that came straight to mind is they show up. Oh, what is that episode called? There's at least one that shows up in the episode where Heavy sacrifices himself. So the Rishi Moon episode. That's the gonk droid that they blow up to destroy the base. I know a couple show up in other episodes when they're like in the Venator hangar next to like the Y-Wings and stuff, but I don't specifically remember what episodes those are. But yeah, definitely the one with the Rishi Moon and Domino Squad. There's a plunk droid there. Gonk. Did you know there's apparently in lore 2 companies in Star Wars that made essentially the same gonk droid? So there's the company that made the actual gonk droid, and then there's another company that made an almost exact copy of the gonk droid, but it's slightly different. They're both in A New Hope. I think one... Actually, are they both in New Hope? Or was it Phantom Menace? Oh, now I can't remember. I want to say they're both in the original trilogy, though, and then they were both used in A New Hope. Or not A New Hope. Both used in Phantom Menace. Because I was looking... Because I think at some point I did go and actually look up gonk droids to make sure my like plunks and my other gonk droids looked okay. And I stumbled across the other one. I'm like, oh. I guess this makes sense. I think I've not actually sat down and read the books, but I know a decent amount of the plot, and I've seen a couple of synopsises based on it. I haven't actually sat down and read the books though. I've heard it's good. I think I have quite a few books in this room from that same author. Although I haven't read those ones in a while either. Why is the only one by Timothy Zahn that I can see right now is Vision of the Empire, or Vision of the Future? That's not the one I want to look at. Where are the other ones? Spectre of the Path? Okay, there's another Timothy Zahn one that's up there. Huh. It's hard to read some of the author names on these books from where I'm sitting. Huh. What's Thrawn's famous move? Isn't it called like the pincer or whatever? His famous tactic. Oh yeah, here's I knew he was in here. Here's like gonk droid. This is not my design. I think I found it on Instagram from someone and then just rebuilt it. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good gonk droid. I was gonna disassemble these, but honestly, I don't really have a reason to. So I'll put these off to the side and use them and stuff probably. Could always use a couple of gonk droids in the in the background of a mock or whatever. The pincer, yeah. It's an interesting tactic. I can see why it was super effective against the New Republic. So much Technic. Although we're starting to get to the part where I was originally just throwing in random stuff, so there's a lot of just random plates and slopes and stuff in this container now. Plus all the Technic. Although reclaiming all these axles is very nice, because I've been using quite a few recently in designs and whatnot. Do I have a pile for this one yet? I guess not. Okay. How many drawers do I have? So that's a good question. Of the ones you can actually see on camera, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you can see, and then I have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Did I just do some bad math? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I have 13 other drawers. Storage drawers that you can't see. Most of them are the acromil style. And then I have an additional 4 that are these Sterilite ones. And then I have a couple of other random drawers, not on my table, elsewhere. I just like those other drawers, so I try not to use them as often as possible. They're not the greatest ones to use, but yeah. So in total I have however many. 13 plus 6. It's nice. I just got 2 more acromil containers the other day. Ones that you can't see off on camera. It's so nice to have them. I was able to put in like majority of my slopes into them, so I have access to the majority of my slopes now at arm's length instead of having to dig them out of a box. Although, if I want a specific type of slope, I still have to go get the box, because I wasn't able to get all of my slopes, but the fact that I have majority is so much better. Is this a black length 3 axle? Oh, that's not that common. Do I not have a pile for this piece? I guess not. Okay. I will say, if you're limited on, if you have a small space that you have to work with, don't get these acromil containers. They are huge. They take up a lot of space. If you're, and especially like if the space you have to work with is either small or the table you use is small, yeah, don't use them unless you're okay with them being on the floor and then you like basically are sitting on them. I would not recommend them in that case. Otherwise, I think they're fantastic. They suit my needs very well. Welcome to the stream, a triple threat. That is an interesting username. Welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're just out here chilling and sorting Lego. And trying to actually put everything that's supposed to be together in the same pile. Where I almost just made that mistake. Oh, I knew I had a pile for that. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's why this piece seems weird. It actually has a plate on it. I'm like, why does this piece look so massive compared to the ones I think it's supposed to be? Oh nice, there's some tiles in here too. This I should give to my First Order Stormtroopers. It's that shield piece from that battle pack from a while ago. I forgot I put that in here. That should actually just go on a figure. Alright, go with the Gong Droids. Oh, here's one of the feet for that. Oh, I forgot I still have that just chilling around too. I got my heavy ATRT. I'm disassembling apparently one of my prototypes of it. I forgot to release that. Oh man, I have a lot of designs I could release. I just need to spend time and actually make sure they all are up to my standards. Which means I can't just focus on the classic style stuff that I have been doing, because I have other stuff that needs to get done too. Although I have put a lot of my time into the classic style stuff, just because I found it. For a lot of the things I was building, mainly TIE Fighters, classic style is a really easy style to build in. The techniques are somewhat simple and easy, and TIE Fighters have a lot of TIE Fighter designs are copy-paste, so that was very nice. And then obviously they have their differences that actually make them unique, but the copy-paste nature plus the simple techniques of that style made it really easy to do quite a few of them. Having to disassemble some of my Bad Batch ATTE stuff now. Oh no. That's fine. I haven't had it in the Bad Batch configuration in a while since. Alright, Joshua, thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a great rest of your day. Have fun doing your school stuff. Oh, I do actually have these in different piles. For my homing Spider Droid mock, I needed this piece in black, and so far I haven't found it. And for a moment there, I thought I did. I was like, oh. I got really excited there at first. I was wondering why it just randomly buffers. I haven't updated my OBS program in a while, and I guess it's causing it to disconnect from YouTube every once in a while. And then it buffers the stream and makes everyone sad. And I will try my best to remember to fix that at the end of today's stream. The more I re-mention it, the more likely it is I'll actually be able to fix it. And I won't just forget like I did last time. Let's see, do I have a pile for this? Yes, I do. Actually, I had 2 piles for it, so let's combine those. 1x6, you go there. Cool. This goes there. Okay. I don't know about you all, but sometimes the different lift arm sizes confuse me, at least at a glance, because like I'm just trying to sort this stuff quickly, and then all of a sudden here's this lift arm. I'm like, oh, I have no idea what size this is. So if you see me just randomly comparing the piece in my hand to other pieces, it's because I'm comparing sizes. Gotta make sure everything's in the right pile after all. Okay, so this needs... Nope, it goes there. There's an arch piece in here? Oh. That's good to know. That'll be useful at some point. Some of the designs I've made so far could use some arch pieces in them to help flesh out some details. I'm gonna take a second here to drink some water. Good water. The nice thing about sorting is I'm seeing pieces that I haven't seen in a while. And in specific colors as well. So that'll be very nice for when I'm building stuff to have these pieces back. I like how we just went from like a dark tone song, dark and somewhat brooding, to now this like. Why is cheery the only word that comes to mind? Because that's not exactly what this is, but more like fantasy mellow music. This playlist that I've put together is definitely something. I did forget to remove the songs I disliked from last stream though, so if those songs come back up, I'll instead of just skipping them, I need to write down the names of them first. Actually clean up my playlist for once. A couple of these gear pieces I just found are going to be very useful. If I ever get around to it, I also designed a modified 1999 X-Wing the other day to modernize and update a few of its components, and I really like how it looks. So if I ever get another X-Wing, I will definitely mod it to be like that. I'm trying not to mod the actual classic sets I have, because I want them to stay as they were originally. But if I ever get a duplicate of a set, then I'll mod that. Like I am with the AAT that I mentioned earlier in the stream. I have a duplicate, so I'm gonna mod that one. But that's like the only one I have a duplicate of. The other ones I have one of. Yeah. The only one I have is a only one I have that will eventually become a duplicate is one of the Luke Landspeeder sets. I have like the 2003 version, but there is a 1999 version. So if I ever get the 1999 version, the 2003 one will become modded, probably. I do have a newer version of Darth Vader's tie that I could modify to be an older version. Although I don't like the older version. The newer one just has better shaping to the back, where the engine is for the tie and stuff. So what I ended up doing then, after that, after I put that vote up and everyone voted that the newer one was better, is I used the older one as the basis of like my Inquisitor tie designs and stuff like that. TIE fighters that utilized a smaller extended back, if that makes sense. Any of the ties that have stuff going on behind the cockpit, not just an engine, but also not necessarily the size of that newer Darth Vader tie, I used the older one. And it worked out pretty well, for the most part. It was interesting to try and make everything work together, because sometimes I just didn't want to. Combining one design with another one, and then mashing like a third one into that too, it was rough on some of those designs, but I got most of them to work out alright. Maybe I should just make a side container that just has these 1x1 bricks with holes, because I do actually use them quite a bit, but I always have to go back to my container for them. Maybe I'll do that. There are other pieces I could probably sort in those spots instead, though. Do I have a pile for this one already? I have the inverted ones out there, but not this one. Okay. Good to know. Oh, I do have that. Okay. Maybe I should have sorted this one already. I needed some of the pieces I'm sorting out. I actually needed already for stuff I was working on. Oh well, we'll have them now. Let's see. This needs to go there, and this one has a spot over there. Okay, good. More brackets. I don't think I have a spot for them. Okay. What else is new in the world of Star Wars? There's... When is Endor supposed to come out? Is that this year or is that next year? That show seems interesting from what I saw of the... Was it an actual trailer or was it a TV spot? I don't remember. I just got excited when I saw some clones in it though. Because it's another show set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So, you got bad guy clones. For some reason, that's an era of Star Wars that Disney and Lucasfilm really like to explore right now. I guess it's possibly their way of appeasing the both Clone Wars fans and also original trilogy fans, because it's the time frame between the two. So you got clones, but you also have the Empire. You also have Darth Vader, and you have the beginnings of the Rebels. It's an interesting time period. The Dark Times has always been interesting. I don't know how much content they're going to be able to get out of it though, because there's only so much that can really happen before they accidentally mess up other stuff that either happens before or happens after that time frame. What is this? Oh, I remember what this is. This never turned out to be anything though. That was a shame. I worked on a Lego train a long time ago, and I tried to update the pistons, and unfortunately I just didn't have all the pieces I need to update the pistons. Although I did just find a couple more of them, a couple more of the piece I needed the other day. So I might be able to update the pistons again, although I probably will try to do it in a slightly different way, because the way I was doing it ended up making the train bigger than what I wanted it to be. There we go. Oh no, I dropped that. Okay, I at least can find it though. It's not like that piece from last stream that I dropped and it just completely disappeared. Do I have a pile for these ones yet? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, new pile over here then. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Is the Lego Atari set new? I stumbled across a video talking about it the other day, and I don't know if it's new or, like, did it just release? It looked interesting, although it is pretty much like the NES set that was released a while ago. So the play features it has are pretty limited, but I mean, you're not buying it for play features, you're buying it for display. And it looks really cool. It looks exactly like what it's supposed to be. Oh, that pile exploded. We'll probably have to fix that soon. Oh, it was confirmed 2 days ago? Okay. Nice. You know what? Another set that I'm actually... Yeah, well, I'm actually interested in, although it's definitely out of my price range, is that new King Bowser set. That one looks really cool. So that's definitely out of my price range, but it looks really cool. Do I not have a pile for this one? Is this really the first 1x6 Technic brick so far? I guess so, okay. Just casually ignores OBS stroking out behind me as well. Oh, that is not the right pile. Do I not have a pile for this one either, or is it right here? No, those are 5s. Okay. Don't have a pile for 4s yet. Don't have a pile for that. I think that's the right spot back there. Nope, that's shorter. Yeah, okay. New pile for that one too. Nice. I may need to shift over some of these piles to take up more of this table because I am running out of space directly in front of me. Or I could actually just start putting pieces away. Because, like, a lot of these plates I can actually put away where they're supposed to be. I just haven't because I've felt lazy about doing that, but I might have to here in a second. Time to destroy some of these probe droids. I think both of these? No, just the one I have in my hand came from the First Order Royal Guard Battle Pack. I forget what they're called, the Praetorian Guards or whatever. The droid I'm disassembling is that little practice droid that they have in that set. Too bad those guys were basically wimplings. Although, in the original trilogy, the well, even and in the prequels too, the Imperial Royal Guard weren't too strong either. Although they were going up against Yoda and Luke. Although Palpatine told them not to interfere in Episode 6, so that's why they just didn't do squat either. So we've never really seen, at least live action, the Royal Guard actually living up to being the Royal Guard. All we have are the comics and the books and stuff. Oh, is this really not gonna separate now? Oh, there we go. Gotta be careful. Sometimes you pull too hard on 2 pieces to separate them, they might just break. I've had that happen, although that was a long time ago, so... Stream is just gonna be me complaining about my own stupidity, because I'm pretty sure I could have had the issue fixed if I had just updated OBS. Watch, I'll update OBS and then it'll still have these issues. And then I'll have, like, no idea what's going on. There we go. Oh, I have a couple of piles that need to be merged. For royalty, not strength. I mean, true, but they also got forced. They got knocked out by Yoda though, so it is Yoda. He may not have seen the Sith rising, but he was still like the strongest Jedi in the Order at that point. Besides Anakin, although Anakin wasn't at his true potential quite yet. Now this song sounds like Minecraft, but it's not. I turned around to look at my computer to see what the song name was, and then remembered I don't have Nightbot opened. So I can't see what it's called. And I'm too lazy to click on it. Okay, apparently I am tired over nothing. That's fantastic. 2x6s, where do you go? Do I not have a pile for 2x6s? Nope, they're over there. I just haven't put a piece over there in a long time, apparently. For some reason, all I can see in this is a Minecraft bed, but I know that's not what this was used for. Got a Lego Minecraft bed going on over here. You know what I just learned? So, Lego has that new Minecraft drown set. And I think it's at least the only set that comes to mind where Lego had to make an item because the drowned sometimes hold a Nautilus shell in their hand. So apparently what they did is they just took a 1x1 round tile and then printed the Nautilus shell onto it instead of making like a Nautilus shell mold or something. I thought that was just kind of weird because like if I remember right, it's like it's directly the Nautilus shell item PNG from in-game, and they just printed it onto the tile. And I'm like, it just looks a little funny, but I guess that's what they would have to do in order to do stuff like actual items being held in hands. Besides like pickaxes and stuff, because those don't display the same as just holding like an apple or something. That's not a good example. What would be a good example of another item that would have to be like the Nautilus shell? I guess if the player had to hold a Nautilus shell, or if the player had to hold a piece of string, or gunpowder, or rotten flesh. I guess those would also probably have to just be tiles with prints on them. Oh, that is not the right container. That's the one I want. It's interesting, the 1x2 arch is not actually considered an arch piece, it's considered a slope. But if you get the 1x3 arch piece, that is an arch. Some of the parts and categories don't make a whole lot of sense. Am I gonna be able to get this out? There is a tile stuck in the slope piece. Nope, at least not right now. I'm not gonna be able to get that out. That is a shame. Let's see, do I have a cheese slope pile? Yes, I do. Do I have a pile for this hinge clip? No. I do not. Okay. New pile then. I do have a pile for these these plates though. I feel like that one's gonna fall over at some point. Oh, that one has stuff on it. Do I have a pile for 1x2 tiles? I do. Just hasn't been used in a long time. Oh. That's right, I had those type of clips up there. Four by 6, you go over there. 4x8, you go there. I'll take care of that droid later. Oh, my pile for that's right there apparently, okay. Panel, oh that's a different size panel, okay. Some more Bad Batch panel stuff. Or ATTE stuff. Because yeah, I think a lot of these plates came from when I was modding my ATTE a while ago. Which is yet another design that I do actually have recreated in Studio. I just need to spend time to fix a few components and make instructions for. Although I've waited possibly a little too long to do that with my ATTE, because I've already seen some other people make their ATTEs, and I do kind of feel like theirs are probably better than mine. But I should probably still go through with mine, because I'll use mine as a basis for a lot of my other, like, a lot of the ATTE variants that exist. So I should make sure I finish mine. The main thing I want to make sure I can fix on it is right now it requires you to build two little stands to hold it up because the legs can't support like any weight because of the way they're designed. But because they're designed that way, it gives you more freedom for angling the legs, so you can make it look like it's walking as it should from Attack of the Clones and stuff. So and it has like slightly more, there's more accurate detail in the legs because of it too. But if I wanted to have no stands, I'd probably have to change that. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up choosing for that. I mean, if I kept it with the stands, it would definitely be a unique ATTE, because I haven't seen any other ATTEs require a stand. Do I have a pile for these? I don't think so. No, I do. It's all the way over there. And that's right there. And another arch piece, which I put there. Nice. Oh, there's the pile for that. I have now officially disassembled both eyes I used for my dwarf spider droid. So I kept some of it, but not all of it apparently. Alright. Where did I put this? Oh, I had pieces in the wrong spot. I don't see where the other one went, so I guess I will go there. Oh, I just oh, oops, I almost spilled all that. I just realized there was another, oh, well, there's another Gonk droid in here. This one's a blue one, also I found online. But the other thing I realized is there's another prototype I could have done yesterday. That, CAV vehicle. I could have prototyped that and made sure that worked. It looks a little chunky and a little funky, but I actually really like the mechanism I designed for the back of it to give you access to the interior of the vehicle. I really like how that turned out, because if it works as I think it should, it'll look really good as like a play feature in of itself. The only drawback to the way it's designed right now is the front is a little boxy, and the driver sits a little weird on the inside. But other than that, it turned out alright. I checked on Bricklink, the treads and the wheels for those treads are pretty cheap comparatively, because they're actually really old pieces, but apparently people are not. They're not in high demand. Welcome to the stream, Micah. How you doing today, dude? Just out here sorting again. Talking about random work in progress stuff that I've got in the works. Making sure that my piles, I don't have multiple of the same pile, which luckily looks like I just fixed. That's nice. How did your decaling stream go? I wasn't able to catch it, unfortunately, the other day. Oh, okay, that's a 4x6 for it. Second there, it looked like it was just gonna be a 2x4. 2x3s. I have those over there. Okay. Oh, this is my old ATRT design right here. I like how on Rebrickable I still have my old 501st ATRT design, which is actually the crummier version of the two that I made from a long time ago. And I took down the better one. I need to just go take down that 501st one too. There's no reason for it to be up. I'm not happy with it, and yet I've left it up. Same with that modded Sniper Droideka, although that one's like apparently one of my more popular mods on that website, but I'm just not happy with it. I would prefer people use the other design, because the other one's way better. You could only decal because of a challenge you were doing? That's funny. So what did you end up decaling? I'm assuming clone troopers, but what did you end up, what did you end up doing for, like, the decal wise? I don't have any jumper plates already. That's a first. Usually I have a ton of jumper plates out here, because I use a lot of them. 1x2s, let's go over there. One by two brick. Oh, you're all the way over there. Okay. Decal clones, nice. 1x2 tile. You're right there. There you are. Do I have a spot for this? Yes, I do. Alright. I'm gonna quickly write down the name of the song. I recognize it from too many stupid meme videos, so I will probably remove this song. Apparently it's called Tango in the Night. Okay. I can kind of hear it. Now that I know the name of the song, I can hear that in the song. Oh, I had a pile for that already? Alright, I'll just combine those then. I'm gonna take a second to take a drink. Much better. I do not have a pile for that. Okay. Thought I did. I guess I haven't sorted that one out yet. Alright. There's a pile for that. Decent amount of these 2x3 wedge plates in here. Got some Geonosian dark orange pieces in here too, because for some reason every time I saw any piece in dark orange, I almost instantly bought it, because dark orange is just a hard color to get. But the issue is I then never ended up using them for anything. I also rebuilt a bunch of my Geonosian related sets, so like my Geonosian starfighters and the Geonosian cannons. I really got obsessed with episode 2 for a while there. Then nothing really actually happened from it. That. Speaking of that stuff, just reminded me of another freaking prototype I could probably try to build. There's a OG-10 heavy homing spider droid thing that I built a long time ago. I never actually did prototype that one out to make sure it worked. So that's something I should do. So I was decently happy with how it turned out. But if I prototype it, I'd be able to better mold the head area, because that's the part that I was the most disappointed with. But the guns and stuff turned out pretty well. dark orange is pretty rare and never end up using it. Yeah. It's like, it's a nice color. It's really only used in like 3 places in Star Wars, but it's nice to have, and I want more of it. But I definitely can't get any more of it unless I actually start using it. So I gotta think of a way to use it. Maybe I'll also make a tiny Jabim mock. We'll see. Do I just ride the coattails of Coconut? Anytime he does something, I do something slightly smaller and worse. Only kidding. I wouldn't do that. That's a lot of work to put into something that wouldn't turn out to be anything either. Smaller and better? Ooh, I don't know about the better part, but definitely it would be smaller. It would have to be smaller because I don't do freeform very often, and when I do, it's not great. But then again, it's probably because I don't do it very often. So I usually use base plates, and a lot of my base plates are being used to store my minifigures on. So I've limited myself because I wanted to display my minifigures because I've taken pretty much all my base plates. I say that I do actually have a decent amount of base plates left. The other limiting factor is just the size of this table, and obviously it's way smaller because I have a bunch of parts on here now. But that is true. I should actually make... If I don't have the time to make prototypes of my stuff, I should go back to making small mocks again. I had fun doing those because it just let me like not think too hard. I guess that's not true. It let me think differently, because most of the time when I'm building mocks these days, they're like vehicles and stuff, so they need to be as exact as possible. But when you're just like free-forming a mock of like a building or whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be as exact as possible. You can just kind of fumble your way through it, and at least for me, I usually end up with something that looks semi-decent. So I should probably do that. Plus, it gives me a way to just, like, actually use the minifigures I have. Like, I remember, I think it was a few years ago, I had a couple of Senate Guard minifigures, and I'm like, I think Memorial Day was nearby, so I was like, okay, I'll just use these Senate Guards and do some, like, Memorial Day thing. I don't remember if I ever, like, showed it publicly, but I did that. It was neat. It was a good way for me to use the 2 Senate Guards I had, and then the several helmets that I have. So I could do stuff like that. I have a decent amount of full Geonosian minifigures, but I have a lot of heads. A secondhand shop I frequented quite a bit a while ago. On one of their like build a minifigure tables, they had a bunch of just Star Wars heads. So I ended up with a bunch of Rodian heads and Geonosian heads and a few Umbaran heads. So it'd be probably good to find ways of using those, since obviously putting them together as full minifigures might take a while. Man, I really slowed my sorting speed while saying all of that. Jeez. That is not the right container for that piece. That needed to be one up. There we go. Oh, I do have a spot for that. It's just right there. Okay, good. Oh, and I have a pile right there. It's just hidden behind all that. stack of plates now. Oh, I know I have a pile for this one too. Oh, there it is. Just start complaining while sorting and you'll find the pile you're looking for. Sometimes. It doesn't have the wings. It's literally just the cockpit. But I could use it. I don't know what I'd use it. Probably as like it'd be like crashed and then there'd be people fighting around it. But I could do something like that. Why do I have a white battle droid torso in here? What is this even from? What? Oh, I know what it's from. I tried modifying the like PK droid from the 2014 MTT set to make it better. And I think I ended up learning that you can't make it better. At least with the pieces I had on hand at the time, there was no way of making it better. The big issue I have with it is the feet and the eye. Knows what they're doing. It's Sev. He's just sniping them out of the sky. Oh, I actually needed this piece. I need one more of it, and I can update my prototype homing spider droid a little bit more. That's good to know. What is this? What? Why did I? Huh. Okay. I guess this would be useful. I have some modified plates put together and for like Technic pins to work, and it just confused me for a second. I was like, why would I do that? But I guess with the way it was configured, it would actually be useful in a situation. No ideas actually come to mind of why I would use it that way, but I guess at some point it would probably be useful. It could also be because I'm thinking like classic style constantly, so that's probably why I can't think of a good way for that. I also just realized I have 2 piles for my 2x4 plates, because that's a brick, not a plate. So these should actually be over here. I'll replace it with that and this. There we go. Oh, here's the other eye. Okay, I thought I disassembled both of these. I guess not. Not until now. Where did I put the other one? Oh, it's over there. Did I have 3 of these eyes built then? If I did, why? I only need 2. Alright, I'm getting a little bored of sorting, so I'll probably wrap up the stream here in like a couple of minutes. We have been going for quite a while now, like an hour and a half, I'm pretty sure, right? So, I'll wrap up the stream here in a second, but let me know if there's anything you want me to show. I do have a couple of prototypes lying around, and we can just hang out and chat for the last couple of minutes. I need to double check the DK Collectibles website and see what they have and if they have any sales. I really like the clones they have, because at this point I like my clones to not have battle damage. Like, I want to replace my 2/12 clone shippers from the battle pack from back in the day with the DK collectible clones. I think, because I want my clones to match more, and so having some with battle damage and some not is kind of annoying for me. But having clones that, custom clones that just don't have battle damage would be pretty nice. Oh, I do need to grab some minifigures out of this box as well. Just gonna grab, I have like 8 more figures I can add to my different armies, if I can just remember to do that. Oh, you know what else is funny? So, on my family vacation a while ago, there was a shop selling this custom Omega figure. I'm like, oh, okay, I actually do kind of need an Omega, so I'll buy it. And it was like a week later that they showcased the Justifier set that has Omega in it. I'm like, oh, well, that's neat. Guess I don't need this Omega now. Well, it's fine. I'll use that Omega for something. Yeah, I'll find a way to use that Omega. Although I might give her a different bow, because that's just one of those, I think, Ninjago gold bows, whereas her Zagirian bow is slightly different than that. I'll find her something else to use. Yeah, pretty decent sorting stream. Found a lot of pieces I actually needed. And a lot of good pieces in here that can actually be sorted away pretty easily. Looks like it's mainly just plates left. So, I might take care of the rest of this container later. Either later today. Maybe tomorrow? I don't know, I'm pretty busy tomorrow. So who knows, but yeah. Yeah, 9. It was good. It was a good investment, I guess. Yeah. All right. We'll wrap up the stream here. Thank you everyone for coming out who was able to make it. My name has been Clone Plays. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original. I will see you again.